Right, I don't know if you can hear me very well, but this is a project I've been working on for a while. This rotor here, the previous owner, they were using it and it just pretty much just spat it straight out the back, because where you can see the two bits of tube, there's a red bit on the right hand side and then a brown bit on the left. It basically rotted right through. I can show you actually. So I've basically cut it off the auger. So this was the old one that was still left on it. The big weight would go in there, so I'd cut that out. But yeah, I just plasmed it off the. Well, there you can see there, look, it's rusted right through. Plasmed it off the auger because that big auger would have gone round there. And then what was left, ground the sides down to get that off. But yeah, oh, there we go. That's the other one. That was, well, what's left is the other one. So yeah, and then I've just bought a big bit of tube there, bought that, took it to a local engineering place, and they cut it with a bandsaw, which would be a lot more precise than mine, and yeah, spun the ends up so they were square and made two billets to go in the joint there where the old meets the new. Is that going to focus again? There we go. To basically join them together, and then it's got new bosses at the bottom which sit on the gearbox with new shafts going in and everything. And what I'm trying to do, I have it running, this is only in 540, it should be at 1000 speed, but what I'm trying to do, I don't know if you can see that, is there's just a slight bit of movement. You can see it popping out, oh god, you can see it up there, it's just coming out just slightly. It's actually quite handy doing it on this because I can see it a bit clearer, whereas that one is, yeah, that one's near enough in the right place. Yeah, that's basically what I'm doing at the moment, is doing that. The weight needs to be welded on one of these weights at the bottom. There's another one up the top, needs welding on, because hopefully I'll be able to use this next week, so I kind of need to get on with it. It's a Richard Weston D10, meaning 10 ton rear discharge spreader. I've had the gearbox off and completely rebuilt as well, new bearings and seals in there. The new bosses on the bottom of those. But I hadn't done the drain bunk for that one, and about 5 litres of water came out before any oil did, so it's kind of a good job that was rebuilt. I do need to see if I can get in here without dying. I do need to next year replace that shaft as well, because the teeth are fairly worn out on that one, but it's similar on the front, but they're not as worn out because they're not actually pulling. So got those ones, the other ones are worn right out of the teeth there. I do need a new guard because that's knackered, but I've moved it forward a hole there. But overall the body isn't really that bad. It does need a few patches on the inside. The tyres have still got fairly good tread on them. The floor works alright. I'll have to plug that in and then I can show you that moving, but yeah, I'll do that. I mean, I'll pause this and then go plug the pipes in and open the door. I can't open it fully because shove it through the roof. But yeah, I'll be back in a minute. Oh, there you go, that's the door open. It's really loud when that bed's running. But that there is just driven by a worm gear in there. You can see the shaft spinning around there. Driven by a hydraulic motor. Here you can see where the teeth have worn right into it, and those bearings, well I say bearings, they're actually bushes in there. See that moving there? I do need a few slats as well. I need to cut some bits of box for there. But that's that there. That's running flat out now. But it's just run off the hydraulics here. Is that one? No, that's the door. There we go. That's quieting that down a bit. That's better. But the door is just a guillotine door, and it just everything's backwards at the moment. I haven't labelled my spools. This is the guillotine door. So, oh, that's a better noise. So yeah, what you do is obviously load it up with mini poos. Go to the field. Turn the rotors on first. Get them spinning. That's it. They spin at either, I think it's 450 or 550, something like that. Depends which gearbox you got on it. From the tractor, it runs in 1,000. Yeah, spin that and then open the door and then put your bed going, because a lot of the time people will open the door, a big lump of dung will fall in between the rotors, try turning the rotors on, and it either chucks the rotors out the back or breaks the shear bolt, depending on what kind of dug it is. But these things will spread just about anything. They'll well, I remember there was a thing on Top Gear, on the newer Top Gear, they had a Bunning Lowlander, big wide body, I think it was, one of the massive ones. They put a car in it and it kind of spread the car, but you can see where it caught the engine and pretty much broke the shear bolt. But they didn't want to show that because it's bad advertising for Bunnings then, isn't it? But yeah, that's basically that. What I'll do in a minute is I'll give you a closer look up there. I'll just pause this again a second, hang on. So obviously, yes, I didn't have a bearing on. No, I don't really care. I do have a bearing to go on it. Just haven't put it on yet, but this is a closer look at what I've done. This is the weight that I was on about that's not on that side yet. That's just welded on there. And they made a, I don't know what you call this, sort of a bit like a, well, it's where the bearing sits basically. There, the engineering place turned those up for me, and then it's joined here. There is a, they call it a billet in the middle, which effectively is just a joint. You can just see it there, look. There in that middle piece. That just joins the two and makes that joint a bit stronger. And what I was saying earlier was this joint isn't quite square to the rest of the tube, so I need to get it off and get the bottle jack in and do it. But this is a, look at that, you wouldn't want to fall in there, would you? You'd be yeah, you wouldn't last very long. I do at some point need to take the door out, as The bits of box up the sides are getting fairly rotted, but it'll do for the minute. It'll do for the minute. What I will be doing is, like, I've got the rotors fixed, pretty well, nearly. When they are fixed, I need to use it, so they'll get fixed, and then I'll use it, and then next spring I'll probably do that. The chain sprockets at the back, I'll have to redo that. I need a load of new slats, but all it is just a bit of box with a yeah, well, there you go. The little tabs just stuck in the end of a bit of box there. That's all it is loosen the chain off at the front, get it to the middle, the one you need to replace, so bring that back there, lift it up, slide it out, put your new one in. Ideal, job done. I don't know what any of the other dung spreader or breeds, like K2, I think they're on a similar system. Hang on a minute. I'll just do some parkour. Yeah, but yeah, that's basically that. I have got to do something because where is it? It's over here. Yeah, this bit fell out. I think that's just a strengthening thing that sits in there somewhere like that and stops everything chewing itself to pieces. I'm guessing, but yeah, that's basically what is going on at the moment with that. I do need to get the rotors out. I might show you that. I might not. It depends if I can put it on this video, but it's gone on long enough, I think. But yeah, that's that. Thank you very much for watching.